About 2 years ago, my friend and I were traveling from Sukkur to Multan. We had to reach Multan in the morning for a government job competitive test. We left Sukkur around 8 p.m. It was the monsoon season, and heavy rain was pouring. We were on the highway, but due to the rain there was a lot of traffic and we got stuck. That's when we noticed a shortcut on the map, adjacent to the highway. We decided to take our car in that direction and started our journey on that road. The road was quite desolate, with no traffic, and darkness and silence enveloped the surroundings. Our car was the only one on the entire road, and there were no signs of civilization at the corners. We were following the map as we continued on that road. The car's engine was humming, and my friend, sitting beside me, was enjoying the sound with closed eyes. As we moved a bit further, I noticed in the distance that a woman in white clothes was standing in the middle of the road, soliciting a lift. I was quite surprised to see someone on this deserted and dark road at this hour. When I checked the time, it was 10 o'clock. Our car was cruising at a speed of 100 kilometers per hour when suddenly, the woman appeared in front of our car, and I accidentally hit her. As soon as I hit her, I felt quite anxious, and in my panic, I slammed the brakes, causing the car to lose balance. However, I managed to regain control and brought the car to a stop. My friend, who was with me, also became frightened and asked why I stopped the car. I explained to him that I accidentally hit a woman who appeared out of nowhere in front of the car. Both of us, in a state of distress, got out of the car and went back to look for the woman, but despite searching in every direction, she was nowhere to be found. I was quite distressed and scared as the image kept replaying in my mind. After searching for a while without finding the woman, we returned to the car and started our journey again. When I tried to start the car, it wouldn't start, and the car lights began flickering on their own. Darkness and fear were increasing on the road, and both of us were extremely frightened. Suddenly, the car started, and I pressed the accelerator fully, attempting to quickly leave that place. However, the car was moving very slowly, as if some force was holding it back, and it felt cumbersome. Despite my efforts, the car's speed wasn't increasing. Suddenly, it felt as if something had let go of the car, and it surged forward at full speed. That moment was terrifying for us, and then we saw a tall figure in front of our car, and this time, both of us witnessed it. The figure was standing right in front of our car. We were extremely scared, realizing that it was some otherworldly being. My friend urged me to keep driving fast, and as we approached the figure, it disappeared. We accelerated past it, but as soon as we crossed, we heard a knocking sound on the rear of the car, and again, the car became heavy, and suddenly the speed slowed down. The car lights started flickering. We immediately began reciting holy verses and remembering God in a loud voice. Then, it felt as if something had released the car, and it sped up again, and the road ahead eventually ended. Our car was at high speed, and we needed to take a left turn. When I applied the brakes, the car's balance was disrupted, and we collided with the sidewalk. Nearby, there was a hotel from where people came over to assist us. As soon as we got out of the car and looked at the rear, we saw large handprints imprinted on the back and noticeable dents. When we explained the incident to those people, they told us that the road is notorious for being haunted. At night, a spirit roams around, attacking travelers on their journey, which is why a sign at the corners of the road prohibits passage at night. That night was very heavy in my life, and even today, I'm afraid to travel at night after the incidents that unfolded that night. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more such tales and incidents. If you have any similar experiences or stories to share, feel free to send them to our provided email address.